Hey everybody, welcome back to Kill Outdoors. We got a review video for y'all today. A SIM card was sent to me by EIOTCLUB, a SIM card and a trail camera. And so we're gonna do some field testing of this trail camera, and we're gonna see what type of plans this SIM card offers. I'm excited, y'all. So stay tuned, check it out. Hopefully it's something you'd be interested in. It's the Keen Ranger PT. It's a 4G cellular camera. It's got 2K live vision, which is great. It's the thing that I like about it the most, which I have to find out exactly for myself how it performs. But it has a 360-degree viewing angle, and those of you that have used trail cameras in the past, you know that usually once you sit it on a tree and it's facing one way, that's it. There's no way you have to go back in the woods to turn it or whatever. This trail camera, you can actually go on live view and you can turn it 360 degrees. You can turn it all the way to the back, all the way to the left, and it'll have a stopping point like right behind the camera. And you can turn it all the way back around to the front and all the way back around the other way to the stopping point again, which is basically the back of the tree anyway. Another thing that I like about this trail camera, it comes with a solar panel. And y'all that use trail cameras know how quickly those batteries can be ran through. So I always like the solar option because it's less time that you have to go into the woods, especially as you get into August and September. You don't want to be running in the woods, you know, changing batteries every 2 weeks. So we're gonna open the box and go over the parts and see what we got. All right, let's see. We open it. Got your little book telling you to download the EIOTCLUB app, which I've already done. And once you download the app, you're just going to hit the add device button. And on the back of the camera should be a QR code that you can scan where you can add your camera. First, we had the antenna coming out of here. It looks like we got the actual camera itself. There's the camera itself. It sits like that. If you're gonna hang it from a limb, and then we're gonna figure this out together. But I believe it sits like this as well if you have it on a tree. It's got your little cover for the lens there. That's the 360-degree turn ratio. It can also look up and down, and I think that's pretty neat. See what else we got in here. Got your cover, got your back brace for the tree. It also has holes in there where you can screw it to the top of the limb. I really like that feature. A lot of trail cameras, the majority of them, you can only strap on a tree. This gives you the option to hang it from a limb, whether it's over a mock scrape or just to get a better view of a field or whatever. So keep going here. You got your cord. If you're gonna put it around the tree, you got your charging cord, and got your screws to go into the tree. So what else we got? All right, here's your solar panel. Now, one thing I like about this is those of you that have used solar panels before on trail cameras, sometimes you might have a perfect tree picked out, but it's not quite in the sun for the panel to charge like it's supposed to. You got about 10 feet of cord right here where you can put the camera on a tree, and if you need to, you can run the cord up the tree or over to the left or wherever you need to put this this solar panel directly in the sunlight so you can get good charge. Love that. We got the mount for the solar panel. Screws into the back like that. You can mount it to a limb, or you can mount that on the side of the tree. It just depends on where you want to put it. And you got another strap in here. All right, now we got everything out of the box. Like I said, you got your mounting bracket for your solar panel, mounting bracket for the tree for your camera. Look in the back of the camera. I just found this out. The micro SD card comes with it. It's 32 gigabytes. And it's also a place for you to put your SIM card. Now, this camera doesn't come with a SIM card. The SIM card that I'm gonna use for this camera is from a company called the EIOTCLUB. The SIM card comes in 3 different sizes. You can punch it out. The standard SD card size. You can punch out the micro and the nano size. It goes on different data plans. It's on the AT&T carrier, Verizon, and T-Mobile. So pretty much anywhere where you get cell phone service, this SIM card is going to work. And the thing I like about it the most, I've done my research. I've looked at Verizon and T-Mobile, AT&T, and also for me, I use trail cameras a lot. That's pretty much the only thing I would use them for. And these are the cheapest plans that I found on their website. And they've got plans that there's no hidden fees, there's no contracts that you're signing up for. You just pay for 30 days, or you could pay for 3 months or a year or whatever. And right now I believe I'm using 2 megabytes a month for $10, and it's rounds out to 24 megabytes a year. Like I said, I'm only going to use it mainly for hunting season. So let's say maybe 4 months. I'll start using it in August, September, October, November. Usually get into December, I kind of get away from it because I'm more dog hunting, whatever. But you can add data as needed. Once we get everything set up, I'll show y'all the live view from the trail camera using the SIM card, show y'all how clear it is, how powerful the connection is. Thing I like about it, it's going to use whatever cell tower is strongest in your area, whether it be AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon, which is great for me because a lot of places that I hunt, sometimes them Verizon towers might be better, sometimes the AT&T towers might be better, and depending on what SIM card you have in there, most SIM cards are only going to connect to one tower. So this one gives you an option, whichever strongest in the area is going to connect to it. And that's one of the main things that I love about it, other than the affordable prices. So I'm gonna show y'all how easy it is to set up in the camera now, because we about to go back in the house, look like about to rain, and then we'll do some field testing. All right, you got your SIM card, put it in the back of the camera. So you hear it click. Thought that was a click, but it didn't stay. Hold on. There it goes. Okay. Then we're gonna close that up, and we're gonna power on the camera as soon as I can find the power button again. Here we are, right here. It said you should see a red light come on. There's a red light. Give it a minute. Okay, so make sure that you connect your antenna, because that's gonna help on the network connection. There's blue light. I believe it's supposed to.
Network connection succeeded.
There we go. Okay, that's done. All right, next you go to your EIOTCLUB app and you add your camera by scanning the QR code on the back. All right, folks. So got the camera all set up. I was able to go on a live view on the app and be able to move the camera around. Now, one thing I will say I was really concerned about is when you go live, you're able to move the camera 360 degrees, how loud it's going to be. Because if y'all take y'all hunting as serious as I do, I don't want to spook in the game or whatnot. And it's a little bit louder than what I would like for it to be. I mean, it's not terrible. You're not going to hear it from across the room, but sitting right in front of it, in a quiet room, I can hear it moving. So I think a deer could definitely hear it moving if it's super, super quiet. But normally you have woods noises and whatever going on, so you might be okay there. Another feature on it that I like is it has a speaker on it. You can speak through this camera. I've got buddies that have trail cameras where bears have, broken a trail camera, whatever. It probably would have been nice to say, hey, get out of here, on trail cam. Also trespassers, it's like you're there, you can speak through the camera or whatnot. So I think that's pretty sweet. But got the camera all set up now. This is what I'm really looking forward to, getting it out in the field and field testing it. I want to see how clear these pictures are to see if it's worth the money. I want to see the degrees, the angle, be able to move it on a tree and see how far I can see each way, up and down. And I also want to see the nighttime footage to see the distance of the infrared on it. So we'll get out to the field. I'm gonna set it up, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to walk by the camera to get a feel for how far of a distance it turns on at, and also before we get out to the field, another feature that I like on this camera is even if something is walking behind the camera, when the camera hears noise, it turns itself on. So it'll notify you. You know that something's around, whether it be a deer, a person, or anything. If something's behind the camera, it's making a amount of noise that's loud enough to really hear. It's not like a squirrel or whatever. The camera will cut on and it will start recording. And that gives you an option where if it cuts on and there's nothing in the screen, that's when you can look left, you can look right, and maybe be able to see what's making it go off. So we'll get it out to the field and we're gonna test it, and I'll show y'all the results. All right, just showing y'all some of the setup process. I forgot my drill at home, so I just had the screwdriver, and I was worried about how easy it would be to put on. Very easy, y'all. Very easy. Screw right into the tree. I just cleared some of the bark so it could sit a little more flat. And that's the mounting bracket for the camera, and then this is the mounting bracket for the solar camera. I still got a third screw to put in there, but it took me probably about 3 minutes to set this up, so not bad at all. I'm gonna use the setup where I put it straight to the tree and not like out on a limb. That way, like I said, at 360 degrees, it'll be able to turn all the way this way, and then of course you got the back of the tree, then it'll be able to turn all the way around, and then of course up and down. So go ahead, get the camera and the solar panel put on, and see what we got. All right, so we have the solar panel installed, we have the camera installed. Once you get the solar panel on, which I don't need much room because it gets much light right here. But if this tree didn't get enough light, but maybe that tree over there did, you could run the cord up and extend it over, have a solar panel on that side. So I like it that they give you a lot of cord to work with. But you simply open the tab on the side of the camera, and your solar panel is going to plug right into this spot right here. Once I can get it turned around, there we go. All right, and it has a weatherproof seal that goes around it. You just push that in, and she's good to go. And then you got your power button on the side, and once you get your camera the way you want it faced, just put your antenna up, turn the camera on, which is on now. You see the red light come on, and you give it a few minutes and it'll connect itself. And then we'll start testing and see what the view looks like. All right, so my camera's set up in the corner. I'm 20 feet out. Let's see how long it takes for the notification to come through once I've walked in front of the camera. That's a notification right there. So that's not too bad. That's about 15 seconds from the time I initially got out in front of the camera and the camera triggered. So about 15-second delay. That's not bad at all for the far as notifications. That gives you enough time to easily go live and get on the piece of game that's in front of the camera. All right, one thing I noticed that I'm really liking, hopefully y'all can see my screen. I am 50 yards away from that camera right now, and that camera has picked up my motion. That's pretty incredible. It's picked up my motion. I can see myself on the screen. I can see myself walking across, and it's still on. It's still recording. I mean, if y'all look out across this field, it's a pretty big field, and the camera's all the way in that corner. That is great, especially for daytime footage. So pretty much if a deer, this field is, I say, about 90 yards across. Pretty much if a deer steps in this field at all out in front of this camera is going to pick it up. In the daytime anyway. We'll have to test the nighttime footage. But that's pretty good, y'all. That's pretty good. This is live view from the camera. You have the option to move the camera up and down. And like I said before, it's a pretty wide view. Not too bad. It does have a slight delay when you're trying to move it up and down or whatnot. And also the nighttime footage. It has a good nighttime infrared light, but I don't like the fact that when something's gets a little bit back and far off and they start to walk away, it looks almost like ghostly light, like it's not very, very clear. So maybe that's something that the makers of the camera can improve on, and maybe have an update come out for. So as y'all can see from the slight field testing, I like the wide view that the camera has. I don't like the amount of noise that the camera makes when you go to turn it left and right. So maybe that's something they can improve on. And also the nighttime footage, the infrared light, it lights up and it's good, but I don't like the fact that when an animal gets a little bit farther from the camera as they're moving, it looks a little ghostly. As y'all seen in that video of the deer walking away from the camera, it needs to be a little bit more clear. So maybe that's something they can work on and update, like I said. And but as far as the SIM card, like I said, you can't find better deals. Even if you're not going to use this camera, that SIM card, the EIOTCLUB, I recommend you could use it in any other trail camera, Tacticam, Spy Point, whatever. Anything that has a data plan that's not call or text, you can use it in. And I recommend it. Hope y'all like this video. Hope it helped, gave y'all some insight on whether you want to buy it or don't want to buy the camera, or looking for SIM cards, looking for better data plans. Is an option for you. Maybe y'all can check it out. As always, I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.